Okay, so part three. Yeah, so I moved my queen to here. He of course retreated his bishop. And then I played my knight move. So here's the thing: my knight was attacking his bishop. More importantly, it was attacking the queen. It was a really good move. In other words, this knight was super strong. I was quite happy about this. This is the only good thing I did in this game. Okay, so let's focus on it. Okay, so my knight, so active at this point. It's attacking this square as well, threatening a fork. Knight takes with check and then take the rook. Classic trick that people play. It'd probably be lost after that because then king would come here and then rook swings over and takes it. But anyway, my knight is, the main thing is threatening the queen. Now, what he could do is bishop takes bishop, attacking my queen. But then, here's the thing, my knight would take his queen with check. So he wouldn't have time to actually take my queen. He'd be too busy taking the knight back. So knight takes queen, check, pawn takes, and then queen would take the bishop that previously took my bishop. So instead, smart move by him, just give up the bishop. So knight takes knight, and then after pawn takes with check. So he's forced to defend. Okay. Now this was interesting by him. There was no way that, well, now he definitely can't castle. His bishop can't come down here to defend because then just pawn simply takes. If queen comes here, then I'll just do a queen swap. Queen swap with check, and then he definitely can't castle. Then I'll take the bishop. Instead, he moved the king to the square here, which is definitely a much better move. It'd just be a manual castle for him. He can just now swing over this rook and then move the king behind. It would just take him 2 moves, not 1. So I took the bishop. He takes my diagonal pawn. This was another blunder by me. Yeah, I just thought, well, this pawn is lost. For some reason, I thought it was lost. I didn't want to bother defending it. I didn't have time to calculate. I could have played this pawn here, but this kind of traps my bishop in a very ugly place. There is no open diagonals for it to enter. I would think this diagonal here is much better. So I did that. And I just gave up this pawn for momentum. And then I took the diagonal. Now this was bad as well because it opened up the rook line down to my king. Rook came over, bishop, rook. Okay, rook defending my queen coming down here. And also, really strong move by Stewart, really taking control of this open file. So chasing my queen away. Yeah, bishop came round here. A better move by me would be swinging this rook over to here. I didn't quite like this rook line, so I more than likely would have traded at that point if rook came here. Anyway, I didn't do that. I did something worse. So I thought, X-ray attack. Not really. I was going to attack this pawn here, but I didn't realize he had a really strong move. I basically chased his queen to this square here, where he pretty much, a really very important fork. He's attacking my bishop, which is undefended. Everything's well, I've got too many. This is a weakness of mine. I don't care about my pieces enough to make sure everything's defended. My bishop and the center pawn here is just like sitting by itself. He's only got like, what, 2 pawns here undefended. And he's got nothing to worry about. All his pieces are active. He's got 2 rooks, 2 open files. What more could you ask for? You got a bishop. Sorry, you've got this bishop here covering this square. My king can't really move between, well, he can only move between these 2 squares.